video is going to be about the time that I was the side chick, but I did not know I was a side chick. So I don't know if that really qualifies as me being the side chick, because usually when you're the side piece, you know that they have a main piece, you know what I'm saying? And I did not know they had a main thing. This was like way back then, which I wasn't really the side chick, but I was, I guess, in her eyes. Okay, anyways, let me go ahead and speak on my truth. So back when me and my cousin, my homegirl, my ride or die, what can I call her? I'm gonna name her Marie. We would always hang out. We would always like hang out with friends. We would always meet new people. I swear, we would meet new people all the time. Like, bro, we were awesome. We were the baddest bitches ever. Okay, no, just kidding. Okay, so anyway, so there was this guy in her school that she was talking to, right? Okay, so he had a cousin, right? So it was him and his cousin, and so she was talking to him, so I was her cousin. So I started talking to him, right? So I think we did meet up at the park or something. I don't know. I just remember because me and her, we would be everywhere. So anywhere we would be like, pull up, pull up. We were at the park and we told like him and his cousin like, pull up, you know? So, and I remember like, yeah, so they pulled up or whatever, and like me and my guy, we exchanged phone numbers, and then her and her guy, like they had each other's numbers or whatever, right? So I remember he was texting me, he's like, damn girl, like you fine, like girl, like ooh, let me holla at you, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, let's do this, man, you know what I'm saying? So then I remember he was like, you want to be my girl or whatever, and I was like, yeah, like let's date or whatever. Actually, no, I literally just fucked this story up. We actually went to a party first, and that's how I met him, and that's how I got his number, he got my number, and then later on we all hung out at the park, and then at the park is where he asked me to be his girl. Okay, cool. So I had already met him at a party, and then we all hung out at the park, okay? And then this is when I started going out with him, was after I had already met him at the party, you know? So then at the park, so this is where I started going out with him. Okay, cool. I remember like, yeah, we all hang out, cool, okay, it's time to go to bed, time to go home, you know? So I remember I go home, and I remember he's like texting me, he's like, hey, like look at my MySpace, or like add me on MySpace and like look at my MySpace. It's like back then when MySpace and like you had your top friends or whatever. And then I remember I was like, oh yeah, like I will, like later on. I really didn't care. I've always been like, I don't really, like, I don't want to look at your MySpace. My MySpace is probably better than yours, so I'm not gonna look at your MySpace because I don't even know you. Like, I don't even care. Like, yeah, I had said I was going out. I had said that I would be his girl, but like, to me back then, like when somebody would ask you out, to me it wasn't serious because like we're kids, and I was brought up to always think like, we're kids, I'm not even gonna marry you, you know? So y'all go out with you, but like I'm gonna go out with him too, or like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. It's no big deal, you know what I'm saying? So then I remember like, yeah, he was telling me to look at his MySpace. He's like, yeah, he's like, hey, like hey, accept my friend request, like, hey, put me on your top page. Like, he was like bombarding. Mind you, I don't think I had hung out with him like this whole time. So I remember I looked at his MySpace, and he had like pictures of me all over his Facebook or his MySpace or whatever, and I was like, oh cool, like that's cool, whatever. So I remember I had just put him like on my top friends. Like, he wasn't my first friend because my first friend was always like my homegirl. Like, we were always, you know, like that happened. I remember we like all hung out. They were neighbors to like one of our friends, so like every time we went to our friend's house, like they would be there, and we would like always like hang out or whatever. There was this one time when I got home, and I had like all these like messages and this friend request, right? And I remember it was this girl, oh my god, pobrecita. But anyway, she like sent me all these messages. She was like, oh, hold on, I don't want to cuss. She's like, you're an effing HOE, you messing with my man, like that's my man, like, you, like he's with me, we've been together for 6 months. I remember she told me that it was like 6 months or 8 months, but it was months, okay? I had barely known this person for like weeks. She's still with him, and they're like 6 or 8 months or whatever, but she's coming at me because he has me all over his MySpace. But then I'm like, girl, why are you coming at me? Like, why doesn't he have you all over his MySpace if y'all been together for 6 and 8 months? You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense to me. So I remember I was like, what the heck? Like, I don't even care, bro. Like, what are you even talking about? I finally replied, like, later on. I was just like, hey, like, I was like, hey, girl, I don't even know you. Like, I barely know him. Like, if he's your man, like, you can have him. Like, don't nobody want your man. Like, first of all, like, I don't even know this person, you know what I'm saying? And why are you coming at me when he's your man? Like, I just don't get it. Like, your man is not my problem, you know what I remember telling her, like, girl, you can have him. Like, he's yours. Like, he's your man. And I remember, like, because I'm a peace girl. Like, I'm a peaceful maker. Like, I'm a peaceful person. I don't care. Like, I don't care. That's your man. Like, take him. I don't want him, girl. Like, a bunny. Okay, so then I remember I messaged her back. I was like, hey girl, like, that's your man, like, you can have him. I was like, I don't even know him. I was like, I met him like at this party. He like asked me out and I said yeah, 'cause I didn't know he had a girlfriend. Like, she was like, well, thank you, like, I'm sorry, like, I came at you, blah blah. But I remember I like deleted her because I'm like, girl, like, I don't need that. And I remember he texted me, sorry, like, it's my crazy ex-girlfriend, like, blah blah. And broke up and he was kind of salty. Like, I remember he was really salty about it, but like, that's not my problem. Yeah, so that's the time that I was a side chick, but like, not really, because I didn't even know he had a girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just so sad to me. And like, girls, like, you do not have to, like, don't put up with that. Like, why are you over here questioning whether or not your man is in another girl's DMs? Like, if you have that question in your mind, then he obviously is, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel so bad for all those girls. Like, don't make yourself look dumb. I don't know, that's my opinion. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my story time about the time that I was a side chick, but not really, because like, I didn't even know. Yeah, just go ahead and let me know. I have like other stories about this too. I think I have like 2 other stories about it. Anyways, don't be a simp. I'll see you guys in my next video.